How are you sort of reacting to it this far out from the World Cup?
Oh, it's a long way. The truth is we've got a bit of an eye to the T20 World Cup. Obviously we've got two in a row before us, to another nearly 4 years till the next one-day World Cup. That said, we haven't played good enough cricket. It's very disappointing. South Africa, it reminded me a bit of the old great German soccer teams. They're so disciplined, they're so fit, and they just keep their processes are just so disciplined all the time. So they've got the better of us in one-day cricket so far, or for some time now, and we respect how they play their one-day cricket, and they were too good for us this last three.
You've got obviously the same squad for New Zealand next week. Would you have liked a chance to make changes, or you want to sort of?
Not really, no. We've got some. We'll take some good lessons from this. The truth is we've got some weary boys at the moment, particularly our senior players, when they play so much cricket. When you think about what they've done for the last, since we started the World Cup, or they went straight from the IPL, which is almost a year ago. They went straight from the IPL, straight to the World Cup, straight to the Ashes, straight to what has been a golden summer for us until probably these last three one-dayers. So we've got some weary boys. We know we've still got 6 more games to play, and then they've got to go again. So we've got to work out. I think England are showing their cards a bit, how they're playing their one-day cricket with a bigger picture view. So we'll have those discussions in the next few weeks. We've probably learned the lessons from that in the past as well, when the guys are playing all 3 forms and playing IPL, how we keep them really sharp. We know how brilliant a cricketers are, but yet even the best of the best, staying 100% sharp all the time, it's really hard to do. So they're mentally tough guys, but it's a real challenge for us. So that's why we left Pat out today. Not so much physical weariness, but just the mental grind of keep going. It was great to give Mitch Starc the opportunity to go home and watch Alyssa and the girls tomorrow. Gives him a chance to freshen up with another series starting on Friday in Australia. So there's one lesson we need to keep learning. But there are some good things as well. That Marnus's maiden 100, brilliant. The way he fields is outstanding. I thought Jai Richardson, he's just full of energy, isn't he? So there were some positives there. I thought Darcy Short batted well throughout the series. Probably had a chance to make 200s actually, and didn't take that opportunity, but looked good. There's some positives. So, and who would we change them with? That's the other thing. We've given guys opportunities over the last year or so in one-day cricket. There's a reason we brought the other guys in. You've got to give them a chance to have a crack at it.
Justin, is Marnus any chance to be picked to the T20s in New Zealand, given how well it's like?
Probably not at this stage. I mean, our T20 cricket's been brilliant, hasn't it? We're second in the world. We've won. I'm not sure you guys would know the numbers better than me, but we've had a brilliant summer of T20 cricket. We won this 2 series, won 3 series in a row now, I think. So that's the T20 side's pretty settled. Glenn Maxwell might come back in as well, so he'll be knocking on the door depending on how his elbow is. So we've got a pretty strong T20 squad. That said, Marnus is doing great things. It's just a joy to watch, isn't it? I've said it all summer. He's a terrific young bloke. What a player he is. And to score his maiden 100 today, when the 3 senior guys didn't stand up today, I didn't perform today, it was a great credit to him.
What have you learnt about this middle order mental side of the mission,
Well, what I've learned is and everyone in the world is looking for it. Some of the teams, we've been fortunate in the past with a Mike Hussey or a Michael Bevan, who are masters at it. Dhoni's a master. He's played about 400 games in one-day cricket. I'm not sure how many T20 games, but he's a master of that. Joss Buttler has been brilliant at it for England. So it's a role that it's there for someone to grab hold of. No one at this stage has absolutely secured it, have they? But there's good opportunities there for someone to do that. It's really important for us in T20 cricket and one-day cricket. If we want to be a great side, we're turning into a very, very good T20, so we want to be a great one-day. So we're obviously a long way off at the moment. We need to find those specialist players in all positions, actually.
Just regarding the schedule, are you
some series where you think the boys are going to be a bit tired and maybe not put as much pressure on them or as emphasis on them, you know, you might risk them burning out. Is that something you're constantly?
Yeah, we're thinking about it all the time, but the challenge is which series is less important, because South Africa here is a really important series. For us coming back from 2 years ago, that was a really important series for us, and I've got to say it's been a great series, or a great time here. Both of them, the way we've been, the hospitality, the way we've been treated, the way that everyone's looked after us has been brilliant. So that's an important series. Then we play New Zealand, who made the World Cup final. They're a very good team and there's great rivals, so that becomes a pretty important series. The T20s, we're pushing for the World Cup, so that's a pretty important series. So there's not too many now in international cricket where you think, maybe we can just take the foot off it, because as soon as you do, you get beaten like we have today, and it's a terrible feeling being beaten. Doesn't matter how long you've been playing cricket for, it's more fun winning than losing. And so we'll get on the bus today, we'll have our tails between our legs. We know we're going to play again on Friday with plenty of challenges and plenty of distractions and plenty of weariness. But that's the job, that's the business we're in, and we'll manage it as best we can.
Just on that, the awareness, when you look to sort of rotate through your quicks again in one race at home?
Maybe. We'll just see how we go. Now that the decision was made after losing the series to rest Mitch and Pat, so they're ready to go physically and a bit fresher mentally to hit New Zealand hard. So, but let's hope we can do that. And Jai's going back to play Sheffield Shield cricket, so we only have 4 of them there this time. So we'll see how that goes.
The coronavirus is becoming a big thing, and in the last couple of days, England have said in Sri Lanka that they'll bump fists instead of shaking hands, and Mark Boucher said a similar thing to his team in India. I know you've probably been consumed with this series, but is that something that the medical staff have spoken to you about?
No, we'll keep shaking hands, and at the end of it put, what do you call that stuff? The hand sanitizer. I reckon there's plenty of hand sanitizer in the Australian kits, but I'm sure we'll just keep shaking hands and move on from that.
How much of yourself do you see in Marcus from the time that you've been coaching?
Oh, geez, he's a much better player than me. I guess he's the only similarity between he and I would be our work ethic. I had a good work ethic. He's got a great work ethic. As I keep saying, he's working with the master. I've said it over and over and over again, for Marnus to have the opportunity to not only just play international cricket now, but work with the master. Steve Smith is just the greatest education he can have. So, and that's one of the brilliant things about playing Test cricket for Australia, is there's like the big brother, little brother. And I had it all through my career, the big brother, little brother, looking after each other. That's how you learn. And I know that not only will his family be very proud of him today, but also I know Steve Smith, the big brother, will be pretty proud of him, as I'm the big brother as well. I mean, I love Marnus. There's no more popular player. The way he goes about it, I love it. So it's another big brother proud of him today, like I'm sure Smithy and Davey and the other Aaron Finch, all the big brothers will be proud of the little brother, the way he's going about his business, particularly today.
Slight change of topic, but next week the documentary comes out. I'm assuming you've seen every episode. How are you feeling about sort of exposing the world to the inner sanctum and sort of the warts and all view of the team you coach?
Yeah, it's very confronting, but it is what it is. That's what actually happens in the Australia. I'll be fascinated how the public reacts to it. I hope they enjoy it. It's been looking back on it, after 18 months, I've talked very public about the first 6 months in the job, how hard it was. To watch that, I was getting sweaty under my tracksuit every time I watched it. But looking back, I mean, that's actually what happened. And we've grown. I mean, we've had a little blip here, which is disappointing. That can happen. But overall, the last 18 or 20 months or 2 years has been absolutely extraordinary, hasn't it? From where we've come from in this country to where we are now. Like I say, you have some little blips every now and then, like this series. I'm sure that's all this is going to be, because we've got really great players and great people. But looking back on it, it's amazing. It's amazing to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing how people react.
Is there any particular part you're excited or nervous about more than others, where the public see it?
Yep, I kicked the bin. When Nathan Lyon missed that run out against Stokes, I kicked the bin in the change room. I don't like people seeing me grumpy, but I always straight away then and I said to the director, I said, look, that's not me. I don't want anyone to see me. He goes, no, but what about what you did next? I said, what do you mean what I did next? He said, well, you bent down and you picked up all the bottles and put them back into the thing with 5 runs to get or something. So he said, that's humility there. And I said, oh, well, yeah, okay. But and the other one was that at the start, and I think I've told you guys this before, but my third daughter, Sophie, she's watched the first 2 episodes and she got this look on her face and she goes, Dad, that's the first time in my life I've ever seen you angry. So in one way, it's a compliment for me as a dad, I guess. But when my daughters see that, they say, see another side of me at work. So, but that's okay. That's it is. I've got nothing to hide. We're human. We've got our frailties. We've got our vulnerabilities. We just go about our business. And it's a really emotional. It's a taxing job. It's an emotional job. And sometimes you're smiling. Sometimes you're growling. And that's all part of leadership. And that's all part of being the head coach of the Australian cricket team.